Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to another Premier League prediction video. Sorry for the no upload this week. I just said it was, but issues with COVID and stuff like that made it didn't happen. So we'll bounce back again and do it in November sometime. I think it's just Saturday of November. So it'll be up. I got to some. Now last week's guest, Mr. Ollie, got himself 10 points, and this week's guest is Drogba Jr. to try and knock Bobby off the top spot. Let's get in. Before we get any further, let's smash that like and subscribe down below, and let's get into game week number 9 of the Premier League. Alright, let's get on with the Premier League's first game. Is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Arsenal midweek, well, Monday took a point off of Palace, which was alright, and Villa lost against Wolves in the Black Derby, and I'm going to say this game will be a 2-2 draw. And Drogba Jr., what are you going for, mate, in this game?
Hello Dan, thanks for inviting me, and today we're going to be doing some Premier League predictions and for the coming up weekend league and fixtures, and I'm very happy and excited for being here again. This is my third time, so thank you very much, Dan United, for inviting me. And yeah, let's get straight into this right away. So for the first one is Arsenal and Aston Villa. I think, you know, Arsenal low-key like 5-game unbeaten straight, like 2 draws and 3 wins, slowly getting there. Aston Villa are just right below them in 13th place spot in the table with 10 points. But unfortunately, Aston Villa have lost 3, 1-2. So I might give Arsenal, like I said, it's been coming on and saving, honestly, Arsenal, so I definitely will edge it out and give Arsenal this at least 1-0. I call it 1-0. I think like as that score again, I think he's hitting stride and everything like that. But yeah.
Chelsea against Norwich. This is first the last. Chelsea are in an incredible run of form against in the Premier League. Mendy man the match against Brentford 100%, and Norwich, they're just not in good form, and I think Norwich are gonna get battered by 4-0, 4 goals to nil, because it's Chelsea. And Drogba Jr., what are you going for Chelsea versus Norwich, mate?
One is Chelsea versus Norwich. I'm a little bit biased, but definitely just looking at it, Chelsea top of the league and Norwich really probably not doing as well, and most likely they're going to go down again, and that's a given. So knowing where Norwich is stand at 20 and Chelsea is first, I'm going to give this an easy win. No, there's no such thing as easy win in the Premier League, but I think for sure Chelsea is going to win. Lukaku and Werner just got injured. Hopefully they can be back in time for the game. If not, that'll be a devastating blow, but I probably think this might be like a 2-0 win.
Right, next game is Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. Now, Newcastle, oh my word, what an atmosphere that was at St James's. What an atmosphere, man. I didn't go, but I just heard it and saw the highlights. Wowzers. Wow. They could be good. They could go massive next. They could be big. And Palace unlucky to get only a point away to Aston on Monday night. And I reckon this will be a Crystal Palace win of 2-1. And Mr. Drogba Jr., what are you going for, mate?
Crystal Palace and Newcastle will be the next one. That one is very interesting because Crystal Palace has been playing really, really good football. I'm not gonna lie. They've just been unlucky on most of them. They've tied pretty much for their last 5 games. They've tied three of them, lost one, and won one. So that's not too bad in itself, but they could do better. As for, let's see, Newcastle, they've lost 3 out of their 5 and draw 2. So I want to give, honestly, Crystal Palace this win at least 1-0. I think that's how they're gonna edge you know Newcastle, especially their new signing for Crystal Palace, and Edward. He's he's good. He's good. I think he can make a different maker because he just scored this weekend too. So I honestly think that's gonna be it.
And giving a move to Everton versus Watford. Now Watford, let's say, got absolutely smashed on Ranieri's return. Well, on Ranieri's first game for Watford, and Everton, they played well. Everton played well on the weekend. I don't think they had, but they played well. And Watford need to bounce back. They want to stay up. And I will say they might. It'll be. I mean, Everton are good at home. Everton are really good at home. Sorry, Watford. Sorry, Ollie. Two on Everton. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry for saying that. But don't hate me, please. And Drogba Jr., what are you going for, brother?
All right, the next one, Everton and Watford. Obviously, I would. It's hard, man. It's hard. Watford are not like done anything really great. They're sitting like 2 above out of the relegation zone, so that's not too good. Everton, they're kind of in and out, man. 2 wins out of the last 5, one draw and 2 losses, which really is not too good. They're sitting 8th in the table right now, which is unfortunate, but with the talent that they have, I think Everton should have been a little bit higher than that. And Watford tends to give up pretty much easy goals, and not very. Honestly, they're not very organized. And anytime I see them play, it's easy to get around them. Especially Danny Rose is a problem. And not a good player. Not a good player. I wouldn't want him in that team. To be honest. So I honestly, if they can exploit Danny Rose, I will give Everton this win. I can concur that, like, I think Everton might even win like 3-0 against Watford. So pretty much it's a clean sweep over there.
And move to Leeds versus Wolves. Now Leeds, they are in a fantastic 1-form on Leeds. Well, Leeds United are so good. When Wolves, they get better. Wolves, they're getting to play on the Ronaldo now. He's beginning to find the team that works, and they keep 2 goals behind to beat Palace. To beat Villa and the Black Country, whatever it's called, Black Country, whatever it's called. And Wolves and Leeds good at home. Wolves, you'd expect them to have too much, or 2 goals to 0. But Leeds could score. And Drogba Jr., what are you going for, mate, for this game?
Leeds and Wolves. Now, this one is a very interesting one. Leeds play a very open game, and Wolves have been actually doing pretty well. 4 wins out of the last 5, only 1 loss, which is sad, but like they've been playing outstanding this season, and it's kind of like swept under the radar. But even though they're sitting at 10th, but they're doing well. They're in form really right now, and they're picking it up pretty good. As for Leeds, they're 17 in the table right now. 3 losses out of the last 5, only 1 win and 1 draw. Not too good. Easy easy to open, but like easy to score on Leeds because they play a very like a fast-paced open game, which I think for Wolves they will greatly welcome that because if you have pace in the wing and everything, even if Adama Traore is playing, can exploit that very well and very easily. And I think this might be like a high scoring game if it becomes that, but I don't think Wolves will give up too many chances. I think Leeds might score like at least two, and Wolves will edge it out just by one. So like it would probably be a 3-2 win for Wolves, and yeah.
I'm going to move to probably already a relegation 6-pointer in Southampton and Burnley. Now, if you're Southampton, you need to get a massive result coming up soon because you just need a result. So, I mean, Sean Dice could, but he's dub safe. But this is more important for Southampton to get a result here. Can they go back to back wins for the very first time in this? Can they go back to back wins for the first time in their season this time? And if they are to be scrappy, it can be a 1-0, 2-0. It can be a 1-1. It's going to be a 2-1. I'm going to say it'll be a 1-1 draw because you never know what Southampton and Burnley are capable of. And Drogba Jr., what are you going for, mate, in this game?
Southampton and Burnley. Now this is very interesting. You know, I call this, I'm just not even going to deal with it. It's going to be quick and simple. I think this will be a draw. Burnley, not a great start in the season at all. 3 losses and 2 draws, sitting on the relegation zone, and we in 18th. And Southampton are not too far off, to be honest. Just sitting about 1, 2, 3, like 3 places ahead of them. So I would, and just 1 win, Southampton out of the last 5, 2 losses and 2 draw. So I think I would give a 0-0, yeah, 0-0. I think that would be now.
Thank you. They move to Brighton versus Man City. No, Man City. They're very, very good right now. Man City are, and Brighton. They're alright. Brighton, actually okay. They started the year really well, like I said in the last video, like I said in the previous videos. But it will be pretty darn good this game, and it will be a Man City win, well, not by much. I think Brighton will push them of 2-0. I'm gonna go 3-2 Man City. I know it's mental, but it's out there. It's really out there. And Virginia, what are you going for, mate?
Very interesting game that I'm very intrigued by this. Brighton and Man City, because Brighton has really put up this season, and they're just doing pretty well. Sitting at 4th right now behind Man City. We're sitting at 3rd. Brighton has drawn 3 of the last 5, but win 2. So it really have gone on a 5-game unbeaten streak. And Man City with 3 wins and 2 draws in the last 5 games. Very interesting. I love how Brighton are playing. I really have enjoyed them this season. Man City is Man City, and we all know how Pep and line up his players and everything like that. It's gonna be tough, honestly. If Man City are in their strides, no one can catch them. No one, obviously, there will be too much for Brighton because of just the overwhelming power of attackers that Man City has. But I've really enjoyed Brighton. I think this might be a very low scoring game. I think this might be like a 1-0 game. It has to be a 1-0 game. I would just give it to Man City. Just the fact that Man City has so much depth and to counter against Brighton, I think that's gonna be a very interesting one.
Now moving to Sunday. 3 games on Sunday, I'm pretty sure. Starting with Brentford versus Leicester City. Now, let's start with Brentford. They're at home again. Like I said, they're making this place an absolute fortress right now. And Leicester, decent Leicester they beat Man United 4-2. Should have got more out. Should have done. We'll get into Man United later in the episode, in the video, because that is coming up. But keeping an eye on Brentford, Leicester. 2-1 Leicester. I said that with so much confidence. I'm pretty sure it will be a 3-2 win to Leicester. But it will be a close game though. And Virginia, what are you going for, mate?
Okay, Brentford and Leicester City. Oh, that's another one. Brentford are actually looking pretty nice with 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw in the whole stretch of 5 game. And Leicester is 1 win, 2 draw, and 2 losses. But the 1 win last week, I believe it was with Man United, which was a big win. If I remember, it was 4-2, which was huge. That's really will start getting Leicester capable of, Leicester is capable of competing, and they should be in the top. Like, most likely they'll probably finish in the top. Let's say top 6. I'll give them that. Top 6 will probably be it. Excuse me. I would say, with all that saying, Brentford has been playing really, really good. Really like Tony. I think it will be. I give it 2-0 to Brentford. I think that's gonna be the upset. I definitely do. Now,
then can they move to West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur, aka Spurs? Now Spurs, as I said, beat Newcastle. Kane scored a goal. I don't know how Kane's gonna go. West Ham are in decent form. Let's get there, alright. Spurs is a decent. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 2-2 draw. And Virginia, what are you going for, mate?
West Ham and Tottenham are going to be a great matchup, because that you're looking at 5th and 7th place. Tottenham with 2 wins and 3 losses. West Ham has lost 2, and win 2 and draw 1. It seems like Tottenham is starting to get the groove back, but one thing I don't like about Tottenham, they're here and there shaky and stuff. West Ham were dealing with a few injuries, but people seem to be coming back, and I think I give it to West Ham. West Ham going to probably win this 2-1. I almost think.
Now the last game of the game week is Manchester United versus Liverpool. This game could be huge for Ole's season and career here at United. As time of filming this on a Wednesday, we've played Atlanta. Well, we played Atlanta tonight, but as I say, I don't know whether you would have seen the result. Hopefully we got a W. If not, I'll put it. If we win, I'll put the score in the next scene before after doing predictions. But if he won, he keeps his job. If he gets sacked, if he loses and loses this game against Liverpool, he has to go. Gotta go. But I'll back the boys. We play well. I'll back the boys. 2-1. I have to back the boys. I'm sorry. I've got to back our boys. And for the final time, Junior, what are you going for, mate?
Next is this is going to be a good one too. Now, this has to be also a game of the week. I think Man United and Liverpool definitely are going to be a game of the week. And the way Salah is playing, incredible. Liverpool has yet to lose in the last 5 games. 2 draws, 3 loss, and 3 win. It's going to say loss, and which I would say is a pretty good run of form. As for Man United, I don't know. That's a bit tough. You know, 2 losses, 1 draw, and two wins in the last 5. And they just finished playing the Champions League and Man United, and came back and beat Atalanta and 3-2. But I personally think they should have lost that game. But it was a good comeback. Ollie just know how to save his butt when it comes to it. But I have to give Liverpool. Mo Salah is playing fantastic. Liverpool seems to have the full forces now. It doesn't seem everybody's scoring. Firmino is scoring, Mane is scoring, Jota is scoring. Salah is scoring. I think Salah is the best in the Premier League, if not the best in the world right now. Um, it's just they on the ball roll, man. They just beat Atletico even with a man down. Griezmann got sent off after Antoine Griezmann scored 2 goals, but got sent off in the second half. Salah scored a nice goal. Also, I have to edge it and give it to Liverpool. This might be a close game. 3-2 Liverpool. That's gonna be what I would assume. But yeah, then. I greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate. My name is Drogba Jr., and I hope to see you guys soon. And thank you, Dan, for having me. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
That will bring the Premier League game number 9 which to an end. Thank you all very much for watching. Sorry about the video this week. Well, Tuesday, Wednesday. Apologies for that again, but it is happening sometime next month. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you boys in next. Oi! I might be also, boys, bringing back the YouTube streams every Wednesday. Hopefully you'll see them on Wednesday, if not, sort of next week. So I pinned on Finny's podcast earlier this week. That's why I'm filming this on. It's today, but Wednesday, so editing on Friday, yeah. And until then, I'll see you in the next video or stream. Until then, peace. Have a good day.